What's up guys, Harry here and welcome to episode 5 of Farewell FIFA. As you can see here, we're just sticking on a bench for my squad. Before you guys start going on the comments, why are you using a bronze bench? That's purely because they're the only players I have left in my club. The first player we come up against, this is in a single match, I haven't started the tournament yet. We come up against this Polish squad. Polish squad is quite underrated in FIFA. There's actually some really good players playing for them. That Lerooooyyy, he's playing at left mid, actually has an inform with a cracking long shot, so I might want to try that out at some point. We took the lead there from a header from Ridgewell, and then in the 34th minute, George goes through, nice body feint to a lovely finesse into the top left corner. Very happy with George. He's been a complete star for our team. Lands of Fame goes through in the 66th minute. Lovely long shot there. Well, not the best actually. Could have been a bit better. It was kind of bobbling along the ground a bit and hit the post, but still pretty good coming from a silver player. Lerooooyyy there showing his left foot's absolutely godly. He does have a cracking volley on him as well. Lerooooyyy going through near the end of the match and stumps it home in the 84th minute. I mentioned this last episode, his pace isn't the best, but his 4-star skills, and since he can finish like that, it kind of makes up for it. So a 4-1 win, a pretty good win, sets us in good stead with this team. I was quite happy with how the game went. Would have been nice to score a couple more goals. Would have been nicer to score a couple more goals. The guy wasn't too good, but we'll head into the next game. Before that, we have to go and buy some contracts. I believe I think it's Lands of Fame or no, Lazari is out of contract, so we need to put one on him. And we're heading to the next game against Tally Tobis or something. He's got a silver English squad. Apart from that, Phillips playing right wing. I wasn't too worried about the side. He had Heskey up front, who wasn't much of a threat. In the 6th minute, near the start of the game, George goes through and another lovely finesse. His finesse shot is absolutely amazing. And then shortly after, Goosens goes through, showing what an amazing shot he has. It's something like 88 shot power, 88 long shots. A really good player. His left foot is unbelievable. This causes the guys to rage quit. So, I mean, it would have been nice to play the whole game, but a win's a win. We're going to take that and move on. And I think Lerooooyyy got a perfect 10 rating in that match, so pretty good for him. We're going to get another bronze contract because I believe, is it Lerooooyyy this time? Nope, Pasquale, I always get it wrong. He's out of contract this time. And the next guy we came up against is a real sweatballs. He's got attribute cards on most of his players there, and just this team was very hard to play against. He had a mixture of bronze and gold, but the bronze players were all very good. So were the silver players. It was quite a formidable opponent to come up against. He gives me a goal here in the 15th minute. Lerooooyyy probably could have finished it off, but his keeper did a nice save. It falls back out to George, and he's not going to miss from there. Then near the end of the game, he goes through Chopra. I thought, I've closed him down now. He doesn't stand a chance. I'll wait. He's going to tramp it. What a prick. So that brings it back to 1-1, and the game ends 1-1. Now, the last thing this guy could do, even though he's put attribute cards and scored a tramp goal, I thought at least we could finish off the game with extra time and penalties. But no, he wants to end as a draw. He's a bit of a pussy as well. His team name is I Am God. Not really, mate. You use attribute cards, you tramp, and you're too scared to go into extra time and penalties, so I wouldn't exactly say you're a great player. But that is it for the offline or for the single match games. We're going to head into the silver tournament next. Before that, we have to go and get some more healing cards. It seems you have to get something after every single game. I think in FIFA 13, they need to kind of cut down or prevent the amount of injuries that these players are getting. I seem to get a player injured nearly every match. It's very annoying. Titus Bramwell this time getting an injury. Somehow that monstrosity of a man managed to get an upper body injury. We're going to head into the silver regionals. 950 coin bonus if you win. And the first player we come up against is Doric FC. He's got a pretty good looking silver BPL side. Couple of players out of position, but he's obviously got, as you can see there, he's got Norton at centre back, so a bit of pace injected into his defence. So I was quite worried heading into this match. But Lerooooyyy goes through the 12th minute, and that's a lovely, powerful shot. But the keeper saves it, and it falls out to Lands of Fame, who's not going to miss on there, even though it's with his weak foot. Then we go through in the 25th minute, and George always going to finish off this finesse from an angle like that, even though he kind of fell on his arse halfway through the move. It was still a decent finish there after the body feint. And then we're just after half time, we go through the Lerooooyyy. He's got a lovely finesse shot past his keeper. Probably shouldn't have brought his keeper out because I would have been more likely to miss if I had more pressure on me in that case. Lands of Fame, anything George can do, he can do better. Lovely little body feint inside of finesse right to the top of the net, so a fantastic goal there. Then Lerooooyyy is let through in the 87th or roundabout minute. As you see, his pace That's why I'm a bit sceptical about it. All the defenders were kind of catching up with him. He just about managed to get through. Still a nice tidy goal, finesses it into the bottom corner, and that is how the game ends. So a 5-0 win is a very nice win to set us off in the tournament, especially against this silver team, the silver team we played, which was quite stacked, had a lot of good players in it. So quite happy with that win. El Kabir got a man of the match there. He's got quite a few man of the matches for us, probably because he's our lone striker, so he's what everything plays off. We're going to go and buy some more consumables here. We have to go and get a fitness card. I think it's for El Kabir this time. No, it is for El Kabir, sorry. I thought I got it wrong that time because Atlanta Fame had the injury or the out of contract. But no, El Kabir was running low on fitness compared to the rest of the team, so we had to go get him an individual fitness card, and we also got a contract for Atlanta Fame. We come up against this guy, another sweaty guy. Look at that for an attack. The sweatiest silver attack I've seen in a while. Mayachi, Krusat and Ngog, and then obviously that 5 at the back there, which was quite worrying. We gave him a goal basically here. Titus Brown making a dreadful clearance, and Mayachi runs through and smacks it in at near post. I found a lot of people are scoring at the near post now. It seems to be quite an effective way of getting goals. George goes through here. All of his goals seem to be identical. He'll run them the line, cut inside and finesse it with his left foot. So that was 1-1, and then Ngog tramps it across here to Mayachi, who actually with a pretty nice volley to get into the net there. But I got my own back a bit later with George going through, and he's going to tramp it across to El Kabir. Serves him right for having that 5 at the back, and I was quite annoyed with Sweaty Player. I'd had that guy with the attributes card, I'd had people tramping it, I'd had that guy with the 5 at the back, so like all kind of boiled over into that tramp. So sorry if you were offended in some way by that tramp. I don't often score them. That is how, and actually no, we scored again there with George, and that's how the game ends. So a 3-2 win. I think, was that a comeback? Yeah, I think it was a decent comeback there. So quite happy with that, a 3-2 win. It would have been nice to obviously had a more convincing win, but a win's a win. George got our man of the match, getting those 2 goals for us, which were key in helping us win the game. And we're going to head into the semi-final now, I believe, against Mosley FC. He's got an absolutely incredible looking silver team. Michael Leite, Neto Barola, Dan Alinio, loads of pace up front and loads of pace in the defence as well. I was very worried coming up against this side, but we get off to a good start. I show him who the real skiller is. Look at this, Lanzafame, nice roulette, runs through, bullies past his centre back, and just about finesses it in. It kind of was a bit of a P-roll of that, but still a decent goal. And then in the 10th minute, he goes through, crossed it in, and Maicon Liete manages to beat my defender to a header. I don't know how he managed to do that. Maicon Liete is tiny. Then Liete strikes again. I tried to move my player to get in front of the ball, kind of block it, but that wasn't to be. He still managed to finesse it in. And as you see, he's taking the mick with the celebration there. I was quite annoyed with that. I find sometimes, I don't know, celebrations, they're just celebrations, but they kind of say a lot about the person you're playing. As you see here, he's a bit of a prick doing this kind of celebration, especially. I don't know. It's not really anything it's not anything meaningful. It's just a celebration. But I don't know. Yeah, I get annoyed by the shushes and the "can you hear me" sometimes. We actually make a decent comeback here. Lanzafame capping off the comeback. We go 3-all, as you can see, I got my own back there with the "can you hear me?" And then moments later, there's a fantastic tackle there from, I think it was George. It falls to El Kabir, and with his weak foot, he blasts it into the net, into the bottom left corner. So I thought I was in pretty good shape for the win here, 4-3. And I just had another "can you hear me?" Then again, we falls out to El Kabir. Lovely roulette, and then slots it just about into the back of the net. Another weak foot finish. 2 of the finishes have just about gone in. I've been quite lucky on a couple of occasions, but we'll take it. 5-3 here, we're winning 5-3, but then in the 67th minute, kind of a bit scrappy from the corner. It falls back into Manuel, who finished it off nicely for a centre back, and then right at the end of the game, in the 90th minute, he tramps it back to Maicon Liete. Leite, I hate you. You are the most annoying Brasilva in the game. You scored 3 against me in this match. Then in extra time, George goes through. Lovely finesse shot into the bottom left corner. So I thought I might just about be able to hold on here. But then he lets Neto Barola here in the 180th minute. Comes back inside here, walks his way past my defence. It's terrible defending by me, and just about manages to find the net. So that means we're heading into a penalty shootout, and I always seem to fail on penalty shootouts. El Kabir there, nice penalty down the middle, and then he steps up with Neto Barola. We save it, so I was like, yes, this is going well. Set up with Lanza Fame. Is he going to score? Nope, we miss it. Oh dear. Then he steps up with Michael Liete, the prick, and he scores it with Michael Liete. We step up with George. The guy's never let us down, and oh my gosh, I got it in the red basically. It was a terrible penalty. Danilino steps up with him. He's not going to miss. We step up with Lazari, who hasn't really got in the game much for us. He's actually a really good player, but for some reason in this team he didn't really play much of a part. We saved his penalty from Mirage, which means we were still in there, and then Delph steps up, and I've been some terrible penalties today. I was really not on penalty scoring form. He scores with Philippe Coutinho and he wins the match. So that means we're out in the semi-final. Bit of a shame there, losing on penalties, but you know, it was kind of my fault. I was 5-3 up and threw the game away. So that means we're out. We don't get our 750 coins, and more importantly, we don't get another trophy. But hopefully we can pick up a trophy in the near future. You'll have to wait and see. I hope you have enjoyed, guys, and I will see you next time.